What's up? What is up, everyone? Whew. Hope everyone's having a good day. So far, a good week. Let's keep it going. So, I think I finally resolved all the technical difficulties I was having. All the storage. Come on. All the storage problems I was having, all this crap. Every time I try to record, video would cut out. Then I would try to delete, edit. Just pain in the ass. But I think we're good. I think that's resolved. So shouldn't be held back by any of that crap anymore. But going forward, it was interesting. I was thinking, everything that I would preach or would want to preach on here, on what you would want to gather and get from lifting, all those principles are like the base principles that you would apply to your life, right? Like, think about it. Like, for you starting in the gym and trying to get consistent with it takes daily work, right? And then when you do get consistent, to start seeing some results takes time. And in that process, you got to keep yourself motivated to go. Honestly, not even really motivated. You got to be committed, because as good as motivation is, and I do think you should have motivation and be motivated, but you also need to understand that you're not always going to be motivated, and the feeling of wanting to do what you need to do is not always going to be there, and you're going to have to overcome that anyways and put forth. So all those principles that were learned from the gym, from all the years of being a part of it, you add to your daily life or anything else that you want to do, any other endeavors. And where I'm going with that is, like, with this, for me, this is new. I'm not one to throw the camera on, start talking, or even in the gym get like content. Like, yes, I've been active on social media with like getting pictures and posting, but not like this. This is different. This is my new challenge. Training, nutrition, all of that. Well, that's no new news. That is what I love to do. That is what I do. It's not hard for me to do it. I don't look at it as a chore. Like, it's the best part of my day, straight up. But this now is a new skill. This is a new habit. This is a new realm that I need to adjust to. The same way that you would put those principles in place to get into the gym is the same principles that I need to put in place to do this. Right? Getting on here, regardless of really how you feel or what's going on with your day. Preparing yourself to talk about something that is interesting or would give you guys some insight or some teaching, like something that you could learn. Putting that all together. So, it's crazy. Like, it gets overlooked, but it's so important what you learn from the gym, man. Like, it's nuts. But quick little rant. I'm going to hit shoulders right now. Definitely been feeling better. I'm pretty much accustomed to these braces now. I feel them when something happens, like I don't know, like if I'm chewing and like you know what I'm trying to say? If nothing reminds me that they're there, I almost don't even notice that they're there anymore. Almost don't feel them. That's where I'm at with them, which thankfully, because it's making a lot of things much easier. But so yes, shoulders. We're pretty much back to eating the way I've been eating, so I'm not really worried about all that, concerned about all that like in the very beginning, which I'm very happy about. So we're gonna keep rolling with this, and like I said, put those principles out there to pretty much show you and be about them firsthand when it comes to this, because again, this is all new learning experience and a new skill that has to get acquired. So let's keep rolling. I'm gonna start chugging this pre once I get in there, get some shoulder contact going. So I'll see you in there. Try to make it a good one. All right. I don't really know what I want to do just yet, as though I am feeling good. I don't want to push it too much. So it'll probably just be a lot of laterals and rear delts. That's honestly has been the focus pretty much the whole time, but I'll incorporate some front delts too. Probably no pressing. Probably like front raises or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But though I'm feeling good, definitely gonna push it like always, but gonna stay away from a crazy amount of volume still. So just don't feel ready for all that yet. But with that being said, let's get in there and let's fucking kill it. And we back. Whew. Good shoulder day. Good shoulder day. Simple but effective. Simple but effective. Man, all that work left with a great pump. And I can't wait to get a little more intense with it all, man. Just a little more intense as the calories start to get more pushed and I got some more carbs sitting in my system. And I want to make it a little more intense, have more like drop sets and all of that. Supersets. But for now, keeping it simple, keeping it heavy but manageable, it's perfect. It's exactly what you want. You know, it's funny, man. Now that, you know, I got my camera rolling a little more like in the gym, it's just funny, either the looks that you get or just the conversations that start, because it goes one of two ways. You either have someone that is like, man, I'm trying to do the same thing, they're trying to find it within them to do the same thing, or you have someone that's like, oh, you're one of them. It's like, yeah, bitch, I'm one of them. But at the end of the day, regardless if it's something that you want to do, fucking do it, right? You don't have to be inconsiderate and put it in people's ways, but at the same time, if you're trying to grasp some content, you gotta set it up and get some content. And that's probably one of the hardest things for me to do, to continue doing, because I just get in a zone and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta set this up really quick. I'm battling with myself back and forth, like, do I really want to set this up? Try not to be in people's way. But like we talked about earlier, regardless, you gotta get it, man. You gotta get it. So, great shoulder workout. I know, short little video, which is okay. We're gonna keep it simple as always. Getting better at all of it, which is always fun to see. And you know, about the workout, one workout, the superset I did, where it's kind of you're sitting down, it's kind of like a bent over row, all for rear delts, and then the lateral superset. Yo, if you're looking for just like another workout to add in, do that. You know, when you're doing kind of like that bent over row, you have to kind of put yourself in a position where you're just engaging your rear delts. So it's not like a pull all the way back, because then you're going to engage your back and your traps. Whew. You almost want to half rep it to where the only muscle that's working to pull that weight back is your rear delts, and you'll feel it when you're in the right position, and you know you have enough weight in your hands to cause a stimulus, to say, you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna feel it pretty quick. And then superset that with laterals, dude. That right there is a workout in itself. So, you know, face pulls, the lateral machine, and all that. That's a given. You know, like it's a pretty staple in everyone's workouts. But that one superset, that might be one thing that you're missing if you're trying to find something that really hits the rear delts and you can kind of take your traps out of the movement. You know, you're not trying to be trap dominant in that angle, and some other workouts that you do, you think you're hitting your rear delts and you're ultimately engaging your traps or even your back. So incorporate that in there. Let me know how you like it. Shit, if you guys got some workouts, man, send them this way. So an open book over here, you know. Always looking to learn if there's other things that I don't think about, vice versa. So We're gonna head in there, get some food, recover. I'm definitely sore. Now that there's a little more pep in my step when I get in there, recovery is that much more important. So that's what we're gonna focus on. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see y'all back here for tomorrow. All right? Peace.